Alright, you guys, I'm back. One thing I'm not familiar with is how to piece two videos together on the YouTube app, so I'm going to have to try to figure that out. I think what I'm going to do is use my iMovie app. I really hate using that app, though, because they want you to cut all your videos down to 15 minutes. And it's like, it's crazy. Cut that down. How can you possibly cut down a perfectly great video down to 15 minutes just to edit it in a daggone movie app? Like, that's stupid to me. But I'm gonna have to use it for the car vlog, so. Unless I do like car vlog part 1 and then post car vlog part 2 in the same day or something. I'll figure it out, but y'all gonna get this vlog. Trust me. Y'all gonna get it. Don't worry. So today is Monday, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Hopefully I don't have to work Thursday. I can go ahead and edit this and get it out to you guys then. So yeah. Hopefully I'm off Thursday and I can get it to you. If not, hopefully Friday. So yeah. If you hear the wind in the back, my bad, but it's hot in here. I don't want to cut my, you know what? It's cool. I should cut my air on, but this is fine. I'm okay. So yeah. I really wish I could tell you guys about the situation that happened on Saturday, but I don't want to do that because I don't want, somebody to see my video and then be like, oh, she talking about so-and-so, you feel me? Even though nobody from my job is actually associated with my YouTube channel or any of my social medias, I don't want to, put it out there and then the company happens to look. Because, these companies that we work for do be spying on us and shit. So, in case you didn't know, now you know. Even if it's McDonald's or some shit like that. And yes, I'm cussing, sorry. These companies be checking up on who works at their jobs, on their job site. So maybe if I get another job one day, I can tell you about what happened, but I can't really say what happened. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is I was really upset on Saturday. I called my mom. And all of a sudden, I just started crying when I was explaining what happened. And she was like, Shalene, it's okay. Just whatever you don't get done, it don't get done, basically. And I know what I'm saying doesn't really make sense because you don't know the situation, but yeah, it was stressful Saturday at work. And so, sometimes, just to let you guys know, sometimes, and there's a lot of people in the world I find that are like this. When a person gets angry, like really, really angry at a situation, or there's like, situations that build up to that point, they cry because they're really angry at the situation. Like, it's like, dang, how much stuff is gonna happen before things get better? I do believe in God. I ain't gonna lie. I believe in God, and I believe in, things happen to make you a stronger person. But at the same time, it's like, dang, sometimes I feel like, dang, what did I do to deserve what happened? What's happening to me? Like, why do I think that I'm going into a better situation and it only turns out to be a more worse situation? Like, why does that always happen to me? You know, and it's quite frustrating, to be honest. And because I left my old job because that was a bad situation. Like, I got tired of the things that were going on there. And, you know, once I got the word that I got this job that I'm at now, I was more than happy to get the heck up out of there, you know, where I was. And, you know, going into it, it seems to me like going into a new job always seems okay in the beginning. But this job, I was like, nope, I'm not going to say whether I like it or whether I don't like it or not, because I know something going to happen. I just always know. Like, I always go into a situation and then be like, dang, I got another job, but I know something. I'm going to find something not right with this situation. And it always happens. Sorry, somebody was beeping. And not at me though. And it always happens. It's like, dang. And I know, you know what, thinking of it now, I know what it is. I'm tired of working at these companies, at somebody else's company, making them rich. I'd rather have my own business or work at home, you know, because I'm tired of not being able to enjoy my life and spend time with my family when I want to. Especially in the winter months. The winter months are really stressful for me because I don't like driving in snow, for one thing. I had a really bad experience when I was in my early 20s. I was working at Target, and I mean, it was daytime or whatever, but it was snowing. It was like a full-fledged snow. Now, at first, when I was driving, everything was okay. Like, it was fine on the main parts of the road. But when I started getting, like, closer to home, the cars started sliding off to the side. I was able, you know, by the grace of God, I was able to get the car back on the road. But then it would, like, slide off to the side again. Well, I was like, dang, you know, I gotta get home. Like, I live on a hill, so, you know, when you tell jobs that, they like, when you tell jobs that, they're like, you know, trying to make you feel like they understand, but they really don't, because it's not them. Like, oh, I totally get it, like, but, you know, this is, you know, da-da-da-da-da. It's like, it's always a but with it. Like, either you understand or you don't understand. Which one is it? Is this blocked off? Oh. Okay. I thought the road was blocked off. That's scary. That's another thing too. Like, I could tell you guys so many times where I've been like a little scared because for me, oh, and it's raining. Great. Oh yeah, it is supposed to rain today. But like for me, it's like I'm used to routine, you know, so, and I just totally switched the whole subject in the story. But I'm gonna get back to the other story. So with me, it's like I'm used to routine. I know where I'm going. If I know where I'm going, I like to keep going that same exact way every time. And if, you know, there's like an exit blocked off or something, I start getting scared because I'm like, dang, now I don't know where I'm going. So yeah, it gets scary for me sometimes when I'm driving. And I try not to be scared because it's like, you know, I have GPS now, but back then, I didn't really have GPS. For the simple fact that, like, I haven't honestly had a cell phone in a very long time. For the simple fact that the last cell phone I had, only had it for 2 months, and then the company decided, oh, well, we don't support that phone anymore. That phone's not in our network, so now you have to buy another one. And I'm like, who has money to just keep replacing phones? Like, so I was like, bump that, I'm gonna wait. Got me a little Obama phone or whatever you want to call it, government phone, with the free minutes, because at the time I was getting food stamps, so I could do that. But where was I going at with this? Oh, about not having a phone. So I had the little government phone for a while, but the government phone, the issue with that was it was glitchy all the time. Like, my government phone couldn't get on the internet, even though it was internet capable. Couldn't get on the internet. The daggone phone, like, kicked you off of phone calls and things like that. So when I finally got a better paying job, I was like, I gotta get me another phone, like, for real, because not having a good phone is like being in a desert with no water. The GPS, I'll never forget it. When I first started this job, when I was trying to find, it was like my first day actually, I needed GPS because I forgot how to get to my job. And I got to a certain part that I knew where I was at, but then I was like, you know, this dumb GPS would not work for nothing. So I was like, dang, I'm flying by the seat of my pants, basically. And when I got, you know, to a certain part, I felt kind of lost because I was like, okay, I don't know, am I supposed to turn right or left? I forgot. Because my brother had only drove me there one time, and I couldn't remember all the details, so it was like kind of scary, because I'm like, dang, I told this person I was going to be here such and such time, and I can't even find the place. You feel me? So I had have a really, really old GPS system that works when it wants to. So when I finally got to where I was going, not like to finally got, but like when I finally, you know, I was at a gas station asking for directions. They didn't know where I was supposed to be going, and so finally the old GPS kicked in and was like telling me where to go, and I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Girl, I do not like being lost at all. Like, I hate being lost. Even when someone else is driving, it scares me. Like, it's terrible. I get scared about a lot of things these days, honestly, and it's because I have PTSD. Okay? I'm gonna just put it out there. I got PTSD. And sometimes I have anxiety attacks as well. So when I get scared, the episodes are like that. It just happens, and it's not something I can control. And I actually saw a psychiatrist for, you know, the situation, and he told me that medicine wasn't going to help me. So, because of the type of situation that brought on the PTSD. So, yeah. So even when I'm in the car with my mom, I get jumpy sometimes. And, that could be another video. I could tell you about different experiences that I've had with that so far. And, it seems to be under control right now. Like, I haven't had an episode in a while. So, I think I'm okay. But it's always in the back of my mind. No, I'm lying. I kind of did have an episode on the job, actually. Because yet again, this time I was in a stressful situation, and I just had to cry because I don't think it was so much that I was angry, because I was kind of angry, but I think it was more like I just didn't like the situation, and I was feeling the heat. Like, a lot of things, it takes a lot for me to have an episode, you know what I'm saying? So, it doesn't happen as often as it used to when I was first diagnosed. It's hot in here. Put the windows down a little bit. But yeah, so, getting back to the original topic, though, I just kind of went all around the world with this whole thing. So I was on my way home. I was working at Target at the time, and that's right up the street from my house. So I got the car to go back on the road after it slid off. So I got to the hill part of, me trying to get on my street, and I don't know what made me think I was going to be able to get up that hill after sliding off the road. Honestly, at the time, I don't think it registered that the car was sliding. Come to think of it now, it didn't register that the car was sliding off the road. So, I tried to get up the hill, and the car would not go. At the time, I had a Saturn. I loved that car so much. That car was my pride and joy, man. It's my very first car. This is my second car that I got now. So you can only imagine how life has been without, actually having a car for a while. But I just not too long got this car, early this year. No, it was last year I got this car. Because my mom gave me this was my mom's car. She got another car and then gave me this one. So I would have transportation to and from work. So, yeah, that's another story. But, so the car wouldn't go up the hill. And I started to panic. Oh my God, I cannot get up the hill. Got all the way there to where I was supposed to try to get up the road, up the street, up to my street, and could not get up that joint. I was scared to death. That wasn't the point that made me, I was a little afraid, but that wasn't the point that frightened me the most. So I went to the gas station up the street from my house and was like, hey, I need to use your phone because I can't get up the hill. It was like, oh, well, we got a payphone outside. Went to the payphone, called my brother, told him what happened. I talked to my mom too, by the way. And I was like, Mom, I cannot get up the hill. What am I going to do? She told my brother what happened about me not being able to get up the hill. So he was like, meet me such and such place, at the bottom, and I'll try to get us up there. So on my way back to the hill to get up to my street, there's another gas station right here, on my on my left. And the car slid so flipping bad, and I lost control of the car. The car did a whole spin and turned all the way around. Luckily, nobody was around. Like, nobody was, like, behind me or anything. The streets was clear. Like, nobody was outside. And I was like, oh my God. And come to think of it, I'm sorry, y'all. I told you I was driving my Saturn. I was driving my mom's car. She had, at the time, she had a Pontiac Grand Am, and that joint was sweet too. I love that car. But I got into an accident and it got totaled. That's another story. I have so many side stories. I'm sorry, y'all. I can tell you about that in a story time if you would like, but yeah. So from that point on, I was like, snow, driving in snow, it's gonna snow. I'm not going to work today. Let me turn this around. There you go. It's like driving in snow. Nope, can't do it, bro. Now, good thing about when I got this job was it did snow. But the one time it snowed really bad, I was like, no, I'm not driving. I'm going to take a cab. I couldn't call out because I had just got the job. And I had already called out once. So I couldn't call out again. So I had to call a cab to come get me. And I thought I was going to be late, but the cab was right on time. And I was early for work. So I was like, bet. And all the other times it snowed, it was like, I just went ahead and drove. Shocked my own self when I did it. Because sometimes, like, I'll find myself doing things that I usually would never do. Like, for me, I don't like to drive long distances by myself. But every now and then, I'll drive a long distance by myself to get somewhere because nobody's home. And my mom can't drive me because she's at work or whatever. So, you know, just stuff like that. I'll do stuff out of the ordinary and be like, Mom, guess what I did? Da 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 da. And she'll be like, for real? Like, cause she know me too. She's my mom, so she knows. There's certain things Shalene just don't do. And Shalene is my real name, by the way. She doesn't know me as Sugar Bop. She knows me as Shalene. So, not to say they're two different people, because they're not. Like, Sugar Bop is who I am on here, but I'm still me. Like, it's just a name. You feel me? So, she knows I don't do certain things. So when I do it out of the ordinary, she'll be like, what made you do that? Like, I was feeling adventurous today. And she'll be like, oh, okay. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh. Anyway, so, yeah. It's just certain things I don't do. Like, driving long distances, I don't like doing that. I don't like to go anywhere too far by myself. What else? It's a lot of stuff. So yeah. You got a few story times out of this whole car ride. But yeah, I definitely want to post with you guys. Post on here, you know, about my post-traumatic stress disorder or whatever. And, you know, because I want to let people know that even if you feel alone in a situation, you're not alone in it. Because there's other people out here suffering too with the same thing that you're suffering from. I gotta spit. Sorry, y'all. I really had to spit. It was sitting in the back of my throat just chilling. Anyway. So I'm actually almost at work. But I'm gonna keep talking. So, I mean, what else could I really say? Oh, me and my mom went to the movies yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Me and my mom went to the movies. First, we went to church. Oh, sorry. First, we went to church. Because it was my pastor's last day as our pastor, so I wanted to be there. I didn't know when I was going to be able to see her again, so I was like, I really need to be there, and she really wanted me to be there, so the church was packed too. I mean, really. It was really packed, so that was good. I had a good day yesterday. You know, after I came from church, me and Mom went to the movies. We saw Us. That movie was alright. I ain't gonna lie, it was good, but not as good as they hyped it up to be. You feel me? So, it was good, just not as good as I thought it was gonna be. So, to actually go see it again, I don't know if I may want to, I may not. I'm on the fence about it. I'm not going to tell you what happened in the movie, because if you like scary movies like me, you don't want it spoiled. So I'm just going to keep my mouth closed and say, go see the movie. But, yeah. And to be honest, I've developed a huge crush on Winston Duke. The dude that plays the husband in the movie, he also played in Black Panther. But oh my God, that man was super sexy in this movie. Like, for real, for real. Winston Duke was, that build of a body. And he got the nerve to be tall on top of that, and chocolate, and wear it well. Yeah, that movie was good, and he looked good in it. So, yeah. I have a few Hollywood crushes, to be honest with you guys. For the longest, it was Michael B. Jordan. Still like him. Still a good guy. You know, great actor. Still got a crush on him. But I'm leaning towards Winston Duke now, so it's like... But no, don't get it twisted, though. Michael B. Jordan can still get it any day, anytime. Yeah, for real. But like in my younger years, I used to have the biggest crush on Game. Like, I bought all his CDs that he ever came out with. What is going on here? Because it's after 1. What are they doing? I'm trying to cross a train track and it's not. Usually it's not no train right here. Anyway. So in my younger years, I used to have the biggest crush on Game. Still think he's a sexy dude or whatever, but I don't think my crush is as big as it used to be. But you know, still like his music, still think he's, you know, a great artist, and he's still sexy, so yeah, but I'm kind of expanding my horizons. Yeah, so who else? I've had a few celebrity crushes throughout the years, but Game was like the main one. I think for me it was because of his style of rap. I like gangster rap, so the way he does it, and you know, some of the things that he says is just a total turn on. So it's like, I feel it, Game. I feel you. For real. So, yeah. Anyway, so what else? I don't really know what else to talk about, for real. Easter's coming up next month. Hopefully I have off of that. Probably won't though, but hopefully I do. I need to request off some days from work, because in 2 weeks I got another event coming up that I need to attend, and I want the whole weekend off. So I actually have 2 events in one day, so I really, really need a Saturday off. I want the whole weekend off though, so I don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta work tomorrow. You feel me? So I have to talk to HR about that and see what they can do and see what the process is. And also I want to talk to them about getting a transfer to another department. So, yeah. What else? I really don't know what to talk about. That's what's sad. I feel like I talked about everything. Sometimes though, it's like, it's easy for me to talk because then something else will come to my mind, and then I'll start talking about that, and it's like, ooh, Me personally though, I'm a naturally shy person. So when I first meet somebody, it's like, I don't know what to say, and I'm just kind of like sitting there. So, but when I get to know you, like talking on the camera is easy because nobody's sitting there. Like, I record, the wind done picked up. I record and then I post it, I'm not actually sitting in front of the person having a one-on-one with them right then. So yeah, if you understand what I'm saying. But like, I should have stopped and got a cold water, but I got waters in my book bag. But like, first meeting somebody, it's just like, wow, trucks going by. But like, first meeting somebody, it's like, dang, I really don't know what to say. But once I get to know them, it's like, I can talk all day long. It's just weird how it takes me a while to warm up to people. I'll just put it like that. And when I say a while, I mean a while. Like, it don't happen overnight with me. Because, I'm not used to having friends for real. I'm not used to having, people to talk to, because when I was in school, nobody really talked to me. Like, I had a few friends, but why does my eyebrow look so weird? I had a few people back in high school and just back in school in general that I would talk to, but it wasn't like on a, oh, we best friends type of level, so I'm not really used to communicating with people like that. Unless, of course, I'm on a job. Like, I used to work a lot of retail jobs. I have over 10 years worth of retail experience. So, and customer service experience, because retail and customer service, they go hand in hand. But, so I'm used to being like, hi, how you doing? Did you find everything all right today? That type of deal. I go through that spiel after, they say what they gotta say. I ring up the groceries or whatever I'm doing, and I go about my business. Sometimes, every once in a while, I would be able to spark up a conversation with them. Like, if they said something that sparked my mind. But that wasn't too often. I just usually don't like to talk to people. It's just a part of who I am. If I don't have to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to go about my business, you know, go about my day or whatever. That's just me. Like, I can't help that. That's who I am. So, okay. So it's 1:13. I have to be to work at 1:30. But I have to wait to punch in at 1:24 because the time clock in the break room doesn't let me punch in. So I have to punch in at the one at the door, the employee entrance. So I have to wait. So, yeah. But like, talking in front of the camera is pretty easy for me, you know, because some people may call it weird, but I do talk to myself a lot. So my mom says it's good to talk to yourself. Other people look at me like, are you okay? You know, so it's just something I do. You know, I've done it for as long as I can remember. It's been years. I've been talking to myself. And I'm going to tell you guys something funny. One time I caught my dad talking to himself. And I was like, Dad, were you talking to yourself? He was like, yeah, you do it. And I had to laugh. I was thinking to myself, oh, he actually noticed I be talking to myself. Like, Mom knows, but he never said nothing. But no, he was like, yeah, you do it. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, Dad. Okay. R.I.P. to my daddy. I miss him so much. That could be another video as well. I can tell you guys about my dad and no parking spots. I can tell you guys about my dad and how he impacted my life and things like that. But that's not something I want to talk about right now because I have to go into work, and every time I think about my dad, I get emotional. So I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm just gonna say my dad was a good man. Excuse me, y'all. I'm cussing again. But yeah, like, my dad was a great man. He was the best dad you could ever want to have. Like, for real. I'm not even... A lot of people say that about their parents. But no, my dad really was the B's and E's. So, yeah. He really was the B's and E's. Like, he was all that in a bag of chips. And when he passed away, I just... Anytime you lose somebody you're really close to, it kind of like breaks your heart, and it takes a piece of you away. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Like I said, that could be a video for another time. Maybe I'll tell you guys about that this week when I have an off day, and I can actually post on my, make a video on my laptop, and I'll post that. So be on the lookout for that. Let me see. 87%. Great. So yeah. So I'm actually at work now. Like I said, though, I do have to wait to punch in. So I'll be sitting here a few more minutes, and I can talk to you guys. I just did my hair not that long ago, and already it's frizzy. It's really quite irritating. Like, I told you guys about this in my hair care routine video that I did on wash day. about how my hair just is so darn frizzy, especially when I sweat. Ooh, it's a wrap on that. Like, nothing. Edge control will help it for a little bit, and gel too, but once I start sweating and stuff, it's like, boom. My edges are jacked up after that. Like, for real. It's terrible. And I've had such a battle with my hair since I've gone natural. And I've been natural for years. I haven't had a perm since, like, I can't even remember. That's how long it's been. It's been a long ass time. And, because I was like, you know what? Perms can damage your hair. And when you think about all the chemicals they put in that stuff, it's like, it's really not good for you. And you hear all the daggone horror stories about people's scalps being eaten up by the chemicals and the oils and stuff in there. Oh, no. I never, ever want that to happen to me. And, I used to hate getting perms because if you scratch your hair, then your hair start burning. Like, I always scratch my head. I'm sorry. I love scratching my head for the simple fact that it feels good. But when you know you got to get a perm and your head is itching, it's like, dang. And your head, honestly though, it's been in my experience that when I've gotten a perm, my head is itching while the perm is in my head. And it's like, oh, it's a bad experience. Because I used to have like scabs and stuff in my head from the perm because I was scratched before I got a perm. And honestly, I never understood that science of that, but like, yeah. I guess because when you scratch your scalp, it kind of like opens it up a little bit. I don't know. It stimulates your scalp. I don't know. But they always used to say, don't scratch your head before you get a perm, because that joint will burn. And when me too, honestly, I remember getting perms and the person that did my hair would rinse the perm out with hot water. So that really hurt. I don't think you're supposed to do that. As an adult, I'm looking at, I thought about it like, I don't think you're supposed to use hot water to rinse it out, because that can make matters worse. My head be hurting so bad after I get that shit rinsed out. Oh, but I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go, you guys. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe if you've never been on here before. Become a part of the Sugar Bear family, because I'm Sugar Bot, and you could be my Sugar Bear. Thanks for viewing. Mwah.